Welcome. Welcome and smile with Ms.Adiation Divination. So, as I stated earlier, I would take a shower and get back to you guys. Welcome. I'm truly satisfied to love you in this meaningful life we live, inspired by my soul, my creator, my energy, and my messages for you that are loving, with love, from love of God, love for life, love for me, and it is exuberated daily. It overflows me. It overflows my being, my mouth, my aura, my energy into the world and those that are willing to receive it. I want to speak on a number of things. A, as testimony, and B, because I can, and C, because I care. I care for me. I care to create fortitude, inspiration, illumination, solidarity in another human being that A, may be stuck, sick, and suffering, or B, in disbelief, seeking further insight, awareness, healing of self, or C, a good motherfucking time. You want to laugh and be entertained besides the TV you watch. Welcome to the reality of MsAdiationDivination. So, I have exposed on Welcome and Smile a lot of things that I have healed from through traumatic experiences that I testify of, like human trafficking, like narcissist relationships with the opposite sex, like coming from an alcoholic parent or a workaholic parent that created a certain sense of, right. I also expose my negative behaviors, like my addictions, my shortcomings, my, right. I simply bring you, those that choose to tune in and tune up, the reality of perfectly imperfect life beyond circumstances. Right. You're welcome and smile. And feel free to visit the retailer, which is an inspirational retail store. You wear and express yourself through fashion as best you deem fit. Right. So, I did my nails. Look, you like? Yes, lunatic. So they have stars and moons. And then I polished them with this as a va-va-voom. I am currently without permanent shelter. However, when I wake up in the morning, I put myself together in a reflection and esteem of how I feel about myself and life, regardless of approval, interpretation of others. Right. So, life being a double-edged sword and having duality, in the homeless community, I'm not deemed of them. They say, you're so pretty to be homeless. You look clean. You look like you got money. Because I take the measures necessary to take care of myself, regardless of where I am. And when I am on the sidewalk, bundled up, layered up, looking like a bag lady, and those that are of the working class or not homeless deem me to be less worthy of respect, care, equality in communication or whatever it is that is exchanged in energy, it is due to what they perceive in sight. Because half the people that treat me fucked up have never spoken to me on a personal level. They take it upon themselves to be who they are, regardless of who I am, which is why I do not take things so personal to the point where I inflict those emotions upon myself and then take action based on those inflicted thoughts and emotions. And that's how I maintain my warrior empress soul, which is why I then share with others so that y'all, those that participate and choose to tune in, to tune up, can and will eventually be as strong, as energetic, as willing to create further greatness in self and others. Welcome. It is a ripple effect. We are all a correlation of our divine creator. Regardless of you believing it or living in it, we are. Right. So, welcome and smile. I took the time, and now I'm going to share with you. What does an Empress Warrior do when alone? Well, I've been in this hotel room for a couple of hours, a little bit after 9 p.m. when I got here. And I haven't turned the TV on because that is not what entertains me. However, I have done some crossword. I have... Oh yeah, and I don't do things in the order that they come in. I do them as I feel, as I am intrigued, interested, right? Because we all have free will. So I choose solidarity, a sane mind. I went through things in life that caused me to be in the psych ward impatiently. And so I know what it is to not be sane or in love with life or self. I can admit those things. I got through them because that is not who I am. I was experiencing life on life terms, but not relinquishing who and what I am, which is why I know I am a warrior, because I've made a way for myself to keep my soul and my life alive through not only just indescribable events, but unbelievable events that I know for a fact the general public would not, could not, has not, right? Giving me further assertion of MsAdiationDivination. So, because of these things, I am willing and able to present you. Welcome and smile. I have been murdered. My soul has come out of my body on 2 occasions in this existence, based on who I am, what I know. My Creator has kept my soul in this existence because of my purpose. In other times of my existence, my free will relinquished my gift, and so I have passed on and passed away without attaining my soul's purpose. I know that being eternal, my soul is in purpose. And this time, in this existence, I have the guarantee from my Creator, because of my wisdom, awareness, and discipline and free will, that I will not be sacrificed and murdered or killed by the hands of man because of my free will or their intended action. I bring this to you as testimony that I attempted suicide in 2000, I believe, 19, 18, something like that. 2019, in Arizona, due to many disappointing decisions that led to negative outcomes. And I felt that my life was not something that I wanted to be present of in this existence. So I made this selfish, very selfish decision to not only attempt suicide, but successfully. My soul came out of my body. And this is the one and only time my Creator has ever spoken to me in disappointment or denial of access. Because believe me, my Creator grants me many gifts, access, merciful leeways, right? So my Creator not only said, stop that to me. I also understand that passing on and passing away is a privilege, as life and birth is. So when people feel bad for those that successfully pass on and pass away after inflicting suicide, know that you're not going to hell, because it is granted access. That is one thing I'm going to tell you with conviction, as a delivery of the truth for those that cry and mourn the passing away of a relative or loved one. I have communicated testimonial on passing away and what people call death many times. If you tune in and tune up, I hope you've gotten those uploads. And if not, feel free to go back in my channel so that you can receive those messages. I speak of death and the Grim Reaper, and how it is that death is attained, because eternity is of us all, unless inflicted by self or family or curse, because profanity is not cursing. America and collective that tunes in and tunes up. Right. I've dropped many gems since Welcome and Smile has begun. And I thank those that have received them with love, understanding, and applied them for gaining anything and everything that comes with the truth. Right. I want to say to you that I made my first paycheck, official paycheck, of $300 and something. And it is a sacrifice that I'm making to save money by remaining on the street and not daily spending or weekly spending for a hotel room. It is a sacrifice that I choose to be righteous and not lie or make up stories to fit in to what is society's so-called assistance of man. Shelter. I refuse to make up a story of being domestically abused or having a drug problem or accepting the mental labels applied and then further hurting myself by taking medication that I not only don't need, but will cause further secondary and third effects in myself that I know are not beneficial or of myself. Correct. Maintaining my warrior soul and my empress status with my Creator, regardless of the suffering or the appearance that mankind believes that I am. Correct. And I really need my people to understand we're not the human race. There's no competition. And you can't beat me. And I'm not comparing or trying to in any way, right, with you. So, right, this kind of joy, energy, and love and happiness is a choice that I have kept because of my gift that I recognize is free will. So aside from your life, the greatest gift and manifestation of love, your free will is what keeps your soul, keeps your gifts, keeps you as an individual. Your free will is also what fucks you, allows the demise of self, the self-destruction of self. So those things being said, thank you for freely choosing to tune in and tune up on Welcome and Smile, for practicing your discipline, for sharing your gifts in the free will that will further grant you access to all that is divination. Divination is to be of supernatural. I am. Now, the word divination doesn't apply the spectrum of energy because there are many beings that have divination as I, but their spectrum, what they project, what they draw, is not of my spectrum. So, I remain in the light through the darkness of life by choice and the mercy and grace of my Creator. I know I am not a victim. That's why I constantly tell motherfuckers, you ain't gonna victimize me. Even though fuckery exists and is inflicted upon me, I don't accept it. I'm gonna give you an example of something that occurred earlier in my day that is further testimony of the difference between I and society. A man, full body, able man, good looking man, also homeless, as they say, was at Circle K this morning as I bought coffee. I like coffee. I'm a coffee head. I love caffeine. I feed it to myself. I know what I feed off of, what continuously provides me the energy that I keep. Right. So when you say you want coffee and you can't afford it, I can relate. And so I will assist you to attain what you desire because I know what it is to feel, to want. This man said, I got $1 for coffee. I need another $1. So I gave him the $1. He didn't have to beg. I heard, I could assist, I gave. It's what I do. Not because I want something from you, because I can. This bastard, this ungrateful, unenlightened, showing me that he's not a man at all, not even humane. Not only did he not say thank you for the $1, he then went to the cashier and needed 37 more cents and says to me, give me 37 more cents. I said, no, sir. I gave you $1. He said that I owed him 37 cents and that it was my fault that he got the coffee in the first place. That if he knew that if he needed 37 cents more, he would have never gotten it. What kind of human being, what kind of adult, what kind of motherfucker first says that, comes to that conclusion? 2, addresses me in that manner. And 3, believes what the fuck came out of their mouth. So Angela turned into the cat that I am. And I knocked the fucking coffee out his hand. Because not only were you ungrateful for what you have, you didn't appreciate my effort. So now you don't get shit. I also cleaned up the mess that I made when I knocked off his coffee after I kicked him out the store. And I apologized to the attendant. And I threatened to whoop his ass if he continued to address me. See how I went from humane, courteous, and in my aura of my godly spirit to the same motherfucking God that will strike you for being ungrateful, unthankful, and not valuing what you have? So, the same way I am, so is my Creator. I'm not unbelievable. I don't have an ulterior motive. I am all the things that I am able to give. I am all the things that I'm not willing to participate in. My free will has fucked me. I now choose. Thank you, those that can understand and practice and participate in living perfectly imperfect as the gift that we are and contributing to the greater good, the greatness that we are. Because it is a pleasure, and it is my pleasure to love you this way. Continue to tune in and tune up. I love you.